Hi everyone, it's almost Christmas, so I decided to make one more video before Christmas. And because it's winter, I decided to make a video about the easiest way to make your helmet winter camouflage without it being permanent. So yeah, as you can see, this helmet looks very nice, has a real Battle of the Bulge look, which is of course amazing for reenactment and stuff like that, displays. And I also thought it'd be interesting to show you how to spot the models of the German helmets, the M35, the M42 and the M40. So that's what we're gonna do. You also probably noticed that my mustache is gone. It's growing again right now, but that's because we were making portrait pictures. That looks pretty real and authentic. But yeah, let's get into the video. So here we have the three different models of German World War II helmets. The one on the right is an M35, the one in the middle is an M40, and the one on the left is an M42. We're not going to look at the paint, we're not going to look at the decals, we're not going to look at the camouflage. That all doesn't matter, it's pure about the models. Of course, these are not all the German helmets. They also had the reissued World War I helmets that they were still using, parade helmets and stuff like that, and of course also paratrooper helmets. But we're not going to talk about that, we are going to talk about the Stahlhelm 35. For the Germans, they weren't different models, just modifications. So they weren't called M42, M35, M40, it was just the Stahlhelm 35, Steel Helmet 35. So like I already said, we're not going to talk about the paint or whatever. That doesn't matter, it's pure about the models of the helmets. These are all original World War II German helmet shells. This one is in camouflage. This one has a single decal, as you can see right there, from the German army. And right there we have a Luftwaffe M42. But yeah, doesn't matter, it's about the models. So, the earliest type World War II German helmet, M35. So what makes this an M35? Well, the helmet was made from very good quality, good steel, but of course you can't see that right now. The main thing is this right here. Yep, that's the air vent. As you can see, it's a separate piece, so it's not stamped into the helmet. This is a loose part. We can see that on the inside of the helmet. If we look underneath the leather, be careful with original German helmets, you don't want to damage the leather, but look at that. You can see that the air vent is a separate piece, and the edge of the helmet, you can see that it's rolled over. Can you see that right there? It's rolled over to the inside. See, it's not a sharp edge, it's rolled over. So that's what makes this an M35. So this is not a part of the helmet, it's a separate piece and a rolled over edge. That makes this the M35. So M35, let's go to the M40. They needed helmets fast. So during the war, the Germans had a shortage of combat helmets. So to speed up the production, they came up with this. This one is called the M40 because that right there. You can see this time it's actually stamped into the helmet. So it's not a separate piece anymore. This is just part of the helmet. So of course that makes the production much faster. We take a look on the inside, we can still see, just like the M35, that it has a rolled over edge, but it makes this an M40 because of that. If we look on the inside, underneath the leather, you can see that it's just a hole stamped in the helmet. So no loose part anymore. This is the M40. So 1935, 1940, late war, 1942. Again, they want to speed up the production of German helmets. They need them fast at the front lines. So, we're going to take a look at the air vent. Again, stamped in the helmet, not a separate piece, just part of the helmet. It's a hole stamped in the helmet. Here we have another M42 German helmet shell. I'm busy restoring this one, but we can take a look at this one on the inside. You can see right there, it's just stamped in the helmet. But there is one more modification. You can see a sharp edge, not rolled over anymore, so of course a lot faster in production. But this one, this is an M42, no rolled edge, and this is a part of the helmet itself. And of course later in the war, the metal was getting very cheap, bad material, the helmets were thinner. The early years of the war, the German helmets got tested, and if they weren't good enough, they went back. But later, they were just sending bad quality helmets to the front lines because they really needed them. If you have helmets that were produced in 1945 or late 1944, you can really see the bad quality of the helmets, low quality paint as well, very thin. But we're only talking about the models. But yeah, it's very interesting. So again, really quick, M35 separate piece, rolled over edge, M40 stamped in the helmet, rolled edge, M42 just a sharp edge, and this is also stamped in the helmet. You have different sizes of these air vents, but that depends on the factory that made them. So there you have it, the 3 different models of German World War II helmets. Also about the stamps of the helmets, there were different factories that produced German helmets, but a German helmet is always marked right there or right there. There's the size Q64. Q is the maker and 64 is the shell size. And right there we have the lot number. And this one, the marking is in the back. Q64, which is the maker and the shell size, and then the lot number underneath it. And this one, we have the marking also right there, ET66. And right there in the back is the lot number. Just so you know where to look for numbers if you're buying a German helmet. But be careful, there are a lot of fakes out there. Alright, it's winter, and you want to make a Battle of the Bulge display, or a short movie, or you're going to take part in a reenactment. But you want your helmet to be winter camouflaged, like that. That looks amazing, right? A lot of times, the Germans painted their helmets white, like this. There were many ways of camouflaging their helmets. Okay, just for instance, you have one German helmet, and you don't want the paint to be permanent. I'm going to show you how to make your helmet look like this without the paint being permanent. It looks amazing. That's a real Battle of the Bulge German helmet. Yeah, let me show you. Here we go. M35 German helmet. We're gonna make this helmet winter camouflage. So I'm just gonna take the strap off and put it underneath the helmet because we don't want a white strap. What we're gonna do is very easy. All you need for this is chalk and a little bit of water. So I like to use this. Here we have some chalk. Still a little bit left in there because I used it yesterday. But here we go. What we're gonna do now is this. Just throw it in there. Here we have it, and do this. Keep doing that. Make it like powder. Still a little bit wet from yesterday. Oops, it's all sticky. Keep doing that until it's powder. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some water, just a little bit. Okay, use whatever you want to stir. See that? Until it looks like paint. Okay, that's enough. Now you need a brush and just pretend like it's paint. Just go like that and just paint your helmet. Right now it looks like it's not working, but I can guarantee you it's gonna work very well. When it's dried up, it's gonna look amazing. You can do it as thick as you want. You can add more water or less, whatever you like. It smells powdery too. Turn it around. Okay, so this is still pretty thin right now because I added a lot of water. But if you're in a hurry and you want to speed up, just grab it and do this. Or just place it in front of it. But I like to just hold it like this and just turn it around a little. Goes pretty quick. Alright, so it's almost completely dry. Let me show you what it looks like. Oh yeah. Take a look at that. Isn't that amazing? Looks very nice. But let's put some more on it, just to make a thicker layer. This is already okay, but you know, why not? Alright, so it's dry again. Here we go. That looks like a beautiful winter camouflaged German helmet. But right now, it's still way too clean. We want it to look used a little. So what we do is we're just going to use our fingers like that and make scratches, realistic scratches. So go quick, like that. You can use whatever you want, but I just use my fingernails. It's pretty weird, but go different ways. Like, it comes off very easily. So I have to warn you, if you rub it too much, it's gonna come off. If it's gonna rain, it's gonna come off. And don't put it in the snow, because if it gets wet, it will just drip off. So be careful with that. If it's snowing or whatever, the stuff will come off. Make it look worn. A little bit right there. Split pins, also right there. We want it to look like it was used many times already. All the scratches on it. Just rub it a little. Look at that. See? All the scratches? You can make as many scratches as you want. Not too much on the same spot because it's going to look unrealistic. But especially on the front, right there. Yeah, you get white hands. There we go. So there you have it. A beautiful German helmet in winter camouflage. Perfect for Battle of the Bulge reenactment or display or Easter in front. That's amazing. Of course, if you want, you can just use real paint, but this is pure. If you don't want it to be permanent, just use some water or a brush and your helmet is clean again. Okay, so we want to remove the camouflage again. Just use water and clean it like that. Very easy. You can use a brush or whatever, or just your hands like I'm doing right now. It's easier with a small brush, but look, no problem. There we go. For parts like this, you can use an old toothbrush. There you go. Also right there. And it's gone. Also on the other side, it stays right there. So just use a toothbrush. Now just use a towel. And after that, you're done. You have yourself a nice and clean German helmet again. No winter camo anymore. Just the color. Beautiful Normandy camouflage helmet again. This is also very easy to clean with water. But you can use this again and again. Just wait until it's dry. And yeah, that's it. And I'm actually going to use this helmet during an oncoming event this weekend at the Eyewitness Museum in Beek, the Netherlands. Alright, that's it for now. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Be careful with the fireworks. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like the video, please leave a like and a comment. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thanks for watching, and I see you soon.